Hey, what's up everyone, Ragey Golden Eagle here, having way too much fun as always. And I swear to God, if I have to read one more uninformed article about how men are not working because they are too busy playing video games, I'm probably gonna completely flip my shit. So I'm not going to, I'm just going to use that BS line of feeling to springboard into a rant I've been stewing on for a very long time. And I've actually done in little chunks in other videos, but anyway, let's get started. First off, let's get the obvious bullshit out of the way. I've said this multiple times in the past, but the fact that these idiots keep bringing this debunked shit up clearly means they haven't heard it the first 10 times. But the fact is, there are really just two main types of guys who play video games all day. First, there's the ones who are being enabled by their parents, or their partners, or other family members, or the government even in some cases, and thus know they can get away with it and don't have to work because they know they're gonna be provided for. So you got them, and then you got the ones who want to work but can't get a job. And this could very well be entirely their fault, so I'm not going to go full bleeding heart and try to claim the system is keeping them down or some other shit like that, but I have to bring them up because the fact is that they spend all day gaming because they have nothing else to do but sit around and worry about not having a job, so of course they're going to pick gaming. Now, if you're smart, then you're going to notice that in this specific case, you could actually argue that these guys' gaming habit is actually contributing to their unemployment, since they could be using that time to either hunt for work or figure out what they are lacking and work on building that up. But to be honest, once you've been unemployed long enough, it takes its toll on your psychology. You gotta realize there's only so long you can keep working hard with nothing to show for it before you lose all motivation to keep doing it. But anyway, back on topic, the point is there are actually legitimate and important discussions to be had here because there are actual problems here. For example, we desperately need to stop the people and organizations that enable others to be parasites with little to no consequence, and we also need to figure out how to help out those who want to work but can't find a job. We could go about it that way, but that's hard and would take actual effort. So instead, how about we just blame video games for why men are unemployed? Oh, and while we're doing that, let's not blame soap operas for why so many women are unemployed, though. It's totally obvious that they're only unemployed because of toxic masculinity and the patriarchy keeping them down. When it comes to men, let's attack everything they love, because that's clearly the problem. I mean, look at it. Men are clearly disposable utilities. They are human doings and not human beings. They need to be working or they can't be allowed to exist, and by extension, anything we view as stopping them from working can't be allowed to exist either. And I know it's probably a few minutes into the video by now, but I'm finally getting to the main point here, cause I got news for you suckers. You may hate this, but quite a few guys are doing what I do. I am basically like Itami from the anime Gate. I work to support my hobbies. These same hobbies, by the way, that the busybodies want to take away from me to encourage me to work harder. Yes, these same hobbies are the reason I bother working in the first place. If you take away my hobbies, I have no more reason to work above a subsistence level anymore. Hell, I've even had one dipshit completely take everything out of context and try to counter me making this point with, "Oh, so you're saying you'll just give up on life if they take away your hobbies? I find that hard to believe." Motherfucker, I never said I'd give up on life, I said I'd give up on work. I know my own situation. If I didn't have expensive hobbies to pump time and money into, I could quit my software development job and just go back to working part-time at Burger King. That would be more than enough to survive if I just cut back on some things. And you busybodies better damn well hope that's the option I take, cause this is the alternative. I'll find a new hobby, and that hobby is most likely gonna be returning you the favor. You went and took from me what I love, so now I'll dedicate my newly freed up time and resources to coming for what you love. And I've mentioned this point in my Bread and Circuses video, but when these busybodies remove someone's entertainment to quote-unquote force them to be productive and or to help fix society's problems, they never seem to consider that they are the first problems we will dedicate ourselves to fixing. Look at it from our point of view. As far as we are concerned, we were productive, we were paying more into the system than we were taking out, and we just wanted to be left the fuck alone. And then you came along and ruined that for us. So as far as we're concerned, you are the biggest problem we are facing in society right now, so you will be the first target for fixing. Unless you have a damn good excuse like, "Oh, we desperately need your help to fend off the literal apocalypse which will kill us and you if we don't fix it, and this is the only way we could get your attention," then you're going to sorely end up regretting the decision to not leave us alone. So please, do us all a favor and think long and hard before you decide to try to take away our hobbies. Because best case, we'll just drop down to working only at a subsistence level, or hell, I'd probably just try to set up a self-sufficient rural property and completely ghost from society. And worst case, you are gonna be the first problems we will move to fix with our newly freed up time, resources, and attention. And don't even get me started on trying to force us into a shitty option by removing our better options one at a time. That shit only works when the shitty option you are trying to force us into is at least somewhat tolerable and desirable. But when we have to choose between a completely intolerable shitty option with absolutely no upsides and just doing without entirely, what do you think we're gonna do? Yeah, sure, there's always going to be some people out there who are complete addicts and can't let something go, but they are actually the minority. While they are doing that, the rest of us will find something else to occupy ourselves with. Oh, you want to force us to consume shitty woke Western media by banning and censoring much better foreign media? That's fine, we'll just find a new hobby. Oh, and while on this topic, with the kind of shit the West has been shitting out these days, did anyone who made these games, movies, animation, etc. even bother to play or watch them? God damn, what makes them think any part of what they put out is entertaining? Seriously, what makes them think anyone would want to consume any of that? Let's face the facts here. In current year, they're not even trying to wrap up their blatant propaganda in a pleasant, entertaining package. It's just preachy, shitty propaganda and nothing else. And these dipshits expect people to voluntarily spend time and money on that? What the hell is wrong with entertainment companies in the West in current year? But back on topic, you want to try to force us to date and marry blue-haired, mental illness haircut, problem glasses wearing land whales who hate our guts and never miss the chance to tell us that? And you hope to accomplish that by getting rid of our porn and hentai? Well, I got news for you, it's not going to work. And it's not just me that feels this way either. As others have stated going back decades, guys can just wank to the models in the Sears catalog if that's the only option we have. But honestly, we wouldn't even need to go that far. The internet makes about any type of censorship you can imagine completely unenforceable anyway. But let's just say for the sake of argument that it was possible, we would rather just go full celibate and just use our imaginations. Try as you might, you can remove all images of attractive women from the media, but you can't stop me from wanking to happy thoughts of the hot Walmart cashier I had bagging my groceries 2 days ago. So yeah, to finish this all off, the whole point of this rant is to hopefully drive the point home yet again that you'll get nothing but bad results if you try to take away a man's entire reason for working in the first place, or to a lesser degree even merely his outlet for letting out frustrations he can't in real life. And anyone who tries and thinks they will get a good result deserves whatever they have coming to them. And that's all I gotta say, guys. Thanks for listening.